I'm going to show you how to turn your AI agent into a live data machine. We're going to do this by taking our everyday AI agent and adding a Perplexity and Google search tool. Now, why are we going to do this? A regular agent doesn't have access to a web scraping or research function. And so our final research agent will be able to give us basic research through Google search, and then we'll be able to use Perplexity to do any further research that needs to be done. And on my left here, you'll see that everything will be integrated into a live Telegram chatbot as well. So let's get straight into it. Our AI agent has access to our tools now, so we'll just go through a quick live demo so you see what you're going to be able to build. And we're going to ask it to give me the latest news on Mega Ethereum. We'll execute this workflow and we'll see what the process is here. So it's using our agent, Openrouter, and then it's doing a Google search for us. And it's going to output this back into the agent and in and throughout Telegram. And there is the output from Google search. Now we're going to ask it for a more in-depth report. Do a more in-depth research report. We're going to execute this workflow again. And now it's using Openrouter, and as you can see, it is using Perplexity to do some more deep research for us. And there is the output from Perplexity, so now we're able to get the information from Google as well as the Perplexity tool. You might be wondering right now, why do I need access to the Perplexity and Google search tool? Can't I just use the LLM like ChatGPT? And unfortunately, if we take away these two search tools right here and we ask it the same questions, so we'll go give me the latest news on Mega Ethereum. We'll run that, go execute workflow. It's then going to use Openrouter, which is using ChatGPT 4, and it is going to give us an output. And here is an example of why. So it says, I'm sorry, as of now, there seems to be a lack of recent information, and that is exactly the case. When you use an LLM like ChatGPT integrated with an AI agent inside of N8N, it doesn't have access to a web scraping function. Here's an example. I asked it a few different questions. So I said, are you able to search the web? And then it responded, yes, as an AI, I have the ability to search the web for information. And then I said, okay, search Mega Ethereum and what it is. And it said, sorry, I couldn't find any substantial information related to Mega Ethereum. And so the information oftentimes that provided is outdated by 6 months or so. And that's just not reliable for our AI agent. And so that is why we need to add in the Google search and Perplexity tool. And that's just the basic concept of why we're building this tool. And now let's build it step by step. And so you can build your own. Our first step will be to add in our AI agent. And from here, we will connect, instead of a chat message received, we will type in Telegram and get ourselves a Telegram trigger on message. And we'll connect this and go save. Once we bring in the trigger, we will have to connect our Telegram account. And so let's build from scratch here. We'll go select credential, create a new credential. And now what you need to do is open up your Telegram app. We will select the botfather, and you can find it through the search function and just typing in botfather right here. And this is how we're going to create our Telegram bot. And so we will create a new one right here. So we'll go /new bot. And what will we name it? We will name it the live data YouTube agent. Okay, now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. So we'll go live data YouTube agent bot. Done. Congratulations on your new bot. You will find it at this link right here. And on the bottom, you'll see use this token to access the HTTP API. And this is what we're going to copy in to give us access to the Telegram connection. That's saved successfully. Now from here, we are going to add a chat model, and I'm going to select Openrouter. And I have access to all of these different models here. And so we'll go with GPT-4 to run our agent. If you're looking to connect to a different LLM, you could select OpenAI, or you could go with Openrouter, and you'll have to go through the same thing and go create new credential, get your API key. And I have a video on how to do that with Openrouter, and I will leave it in the description and at the top right here. Once we've created our live data bot, we're going to click the link and you'll select start. And now we're going to be able to talk to our agent through Telegram. Now from here, we're going to execute our workflow and we're going to type in a message to Telegram. That way we get a proper input. And so here is our output from the Telegram bot. And from here, we will need to add in a prompt. And so you'll go define below and we will pull in the message from our Telegram. And now we've got json.message. We'll save this and we will execute another workflow. Hey, how's it going? And now we have an output from Openrouter to our AI agent. So if we come over here to our table and schema, you see that we've got, hello, Jordan, I'm going well. How can I assist you today? And so we do have an output from Telegram. Now we need to add in a separate Telegram trigger in order to get a message back. So let's go ahead and add in our Telegram response trigger. So we'll come down here and we'll type in response and we'll select send a message and wait for response. And we're just going to change this to send a text message instead, just to make it go a little bit quicker. Now from here, we're going to take our output and enter it into the text field. And this will be the text that we receive back in the Telegram app. And for our chat ID, we will grab the message ID, select that there. We'll go save. And we were going through this before and you see that the output is just a little bit off. So it's got some JSON code into it. And the reason for that is because we actually want to add in this json.message.text. And so we will take out the json.message and we will leave this in. Now let's test this out again. We'll execute a workflow. We'll ask it the same question and see if we get a response back into our Telegram app. And so, okay, there you go. As an AI, I don't have feelings, but I'm here and ready to assist you. How can I help you today? And this message was sent by N8N. And so we have our AI agent working and we're getting a response back into our Telegram app. One thing I want to change here just before moving on is you see this message at the bottom here. It says it was sent automatically with N8N. I don't really want to see that. And so I'm going to come down here to our response node and we'll go add a field, append N8N attribution, and we'll turn this off and that will get rid of that message at the bottom. And I'm just going to change the name of the nodes here. So I'll just go Telegram response. Telegram trigger is fine. Let's just do another test to see if we get rid of this message at the bottom. So we'll just execute another workflow. So we'll just execute this step here and there we go. Hey, how can I assist you today? And that message at the bottom was removed. By the way, guys, I'm going to be giving you this agent for free. All you have to do is come over to my Skool, the AI Automations Club, go over to the classroom section, build automations, and you'll be able to download all of my N8N templates. At this step of our build, our agent has access to ChatGPT. So we'll ask it, what are all of the planets? And so we'll just get a use case of ChatGPT running right here. And there's confirmation that ChatGPT is working with this output. And we also knew that it was working based on the previous answers it was giving us before. Next thing we're going to do is add in a simple memory node. And the reason for this is we want our agent to be able to remember our conversations and the context within it. So I'll just tell it what my name is. So my name is Jordan. Execute this workflow. Okay, nice to meet you, Jordan. How can I assist you today? Name all the countries. We've got the output of all the countries from ChatGPT, and now I'm going to ask it what my name is. What is my name? Execute this step. As an artificial intelligence, I'm unable to know your personal information unless you provide it to me. And so I just provided my name at this with this text message right here. The reason for that is because our agent doesn't have any memory. So we're going to add in a simple memory node here. And we'll turn our session ID into define below. And the key, we will pull in the message right here. So Telegram trigger item.json.message. And now that our agent has a brain, I'm going to tell it my name again, and we will see if it remembers. List me all the planets. So we'll give it a text after this to deal with. And right after this, we will ask it what my name is again. Okay. What is my name? Just to make sure our memory is working. What is my name? Your name is Jordan, and we just confirmed that the simple memory node is working, and now our agent will be able to recall all of our conversation and text within the Telegram app. Now we want to give our AI agent access to some live data, so we're going to add in the Google search tool. So you'll type in SerpAPI, and from here you will create a new credential, and we have to enter in the API key. In order to get our SERP API key, you need to come to serpapi.com/manage-api-key, and under your account, there will be an API key section, and I'll just regenerate my API key here. You'll copy this over and we'll enter it into N8N, and now you have access to all of these Google search functions right here. Back into N8N, we enter in our API key. Let's do a test run of the Google search function. So we'll execute workflow, and we'll ask for, give me the latest news on crypto. And so there you go. It's using the Google Search SERP API tool. And there's our output from Google Search. Here's some of the latest headlines on cryptocurrency. So we've got a bunch of links here. We'll actually just check out 15 hours ago, 18 hours ago, 21 hours ago. Unfortunately, this one you have to have a subscription to, but let's see this one. July 17th, 2025. House sends bill regulating stablecoins, a type of cryptocurrency, to Trump. There is some recent information on Bitcoin. And so that just confirms that our Google search function works in N8N. If you want to use the Google search tool only, that's completely fine. If you want another source of information, we will add in the Perplexity tool. We will select the R1776 model, and first we need to actually connect to Perplexity. And in order to do that, we need another API key. So you'll come to perplexity.ai, sign in, create an account. You're going to need to add some credits to your account so you can buy more credits here. Once you do that, you will select API keys, create a new API key, copy it over, bring it back into N8N, enter in your API key, save it, and now you'll have access to Perplexity. In the Perplexity node, we're going to leave everything as it is. Message model R1776. Here is where you can select different reasoning models. For this example, we'll leave it to this. For the text, we will let the AI decide the output that it's going to give us. So we will just select this button right here. Before moving on, I want to add that Perplexity does provide long outputs, and the max character length that is allowed in the Telegram app is 4,096 characters. So we're going to add in a prompt for our AI agent so that it only allows 4,000 characters. The system message will be, you are a helpful research assistant. And we will name some tools that it has. So you have access to these tools. Google search tool. We'll go Google search and Perplexity. And make sure to rename your tool. So Google search and Perplexity right here. The output of text and characters should be a maximum of 4,000 characters. Also going to add this in parentheses just so it knows to use Perplexity when we want deeper research. So we will say use this tool for deeper research on topics. And once you add this prompt in, your agent should be able to select their Perplexity node if you tell it to do more insightful and deeper research. So let's ask it to do some deeper research. What was the topic? On cryptocurrency. On cryptocurrency. Execute this workflow. Openrouter, AI agent, and now it's deciding to use Perplexity instead of Google search. If you don't add in that prompt like we just did, it will sometimes use the Google search tool instead of Perplexity. Here's the output from Perplexity. We've got a whole bunch of information here. We've got a few links, and we've actually got an output from Perplexity because we set a max character limit. And so one cool thing to note here is we actually got 2 messages sent to us. So most likely all of the information couldn't fit within one message, and it actually decided to send us 2 with all the correct information. And like I said before, guys, if you want to download this automation, you can come to my Skool, the AI Automations Club, go over to the classroom section, and build automations, and you can find all of my automations to download for free. That's how you build a live data AI agent in N8N. I hope you guys like this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.